28 years old, living in the sunny Bay of Plenty, Tauranga, New Zealand. The owner of our company recommended Karen and the Thrive program to both me and our general manager. We've both successfully completed the program and are now looking to bring another member through also. I came on board with the Thrive program to assist me in my new role as a technical sales consultant and my journey towards becoming a sales manager. This was a big change for me after working in construction for 7 years, as I was moving into a professional office environment which was nothing like I'd ever experienced before. I initially had an in-person meeting with Karen, and Karen described to me the benefits of what the course were, what it was, and was very passionate about her desire to help young people like myself to set them up with life skills which will never leave them, allowing them to flourish in their life and obviously thrive. My employer was willing to pay, so I thought, hey, what have I got to lose, even if it is not all it's cracked up to be. I chose to do the Thrive program because after I met with Karen for a chat, everything she said aligned with what I knew of self-development, psychology, and other useful information and facts that I had learned in the past. It also helped that Karen was super passionate herself. My overall goal was to thrive. There were some specific things that held me back and things I wanted to achieve due to previous periods in my life. In my younger years, during my schooling, I used to get picked on a lot. I used to be different, used to be very chunky. This hurt my self-belief, self-confidence, and would regularly impact my life. I'd avoid great opportunities because I just didn't feel confident enough to capitalise on them and put myself outside of my comfort zone. Driving to work, I used to sit in traffic and contemplate life and my future as a sales consultant due to some of these unhelpful habits I'd learnt in the past. I realised I'd require going to businesses, holding meetings, networking, and complete general business development tasks, and I just thought, I can't do this, it's just not who I am. I'd feel myself panic, my heart would race, I'd turn red all the time, just thinking about this on the way to work. During the first 2 weeks of my Thrive program, I started to recognise huge changes within just a week or two. I used to go to the gym, be really closed off, never striking up conversation with anyone. I'd see them there for years and then I'd almost actively avoid talking to them just because, now it's so awkward, I've seen them for so long and I should have said something already. I used to worry what people thought of me constantly and just have a negative voice in the back of my mind talking to myself and saying every time I'd left a private interaction or a professional interaction, I could have done this better, I could have done this and that better, and I'd just leave drained. I didn't realise until later some of the skills that I'll learn in this Thrive course are actually going to help me through this and overcome these issues and leave energised. My favourite part of the Thrive course was when I saw a huge benefit in reflecting on my experiences in a positive way, like leaving those social interactions and reflecting on it in a positive manner, energising myself rather than talking myself down, feeling horrible about myself and not giving myself the praise I deserve. After losing 60 kgs at the age of 18, I'd tell myself, man, I should have lost 70. I didn't do anything right. I wasn't giving myself the props for losing that 60 to further energise myself or make myself feel good about my huge accomplishment that I'd made. I began to 180 my habits and put new skills to the test that I'd just learned. I immediately noticed huge improvements in my social and professional life. My social circle expanded drastically, made new friends at the gym, some of which I'd been seeing there for years and just never spoke to, didn't realise how cool they were. They didn't realise how cool I was. At work, I began entering into interactions without the typical fear and panic that I'd had going into business meetings previously. My opinion of the Thrive program is that it's helped me so much. It's taught me so many beneficial skills I'm never going to forget. My life's so much better for it. I was loving it so much that I actually had my partner do it as well. Now I leave social interactions energized rather than drained, as I'm talking to myself in a positive manner, not just constantly talking myself down, taking away from any sort of accomplishments or beneficial decisions I've made. I feel confident. I talk to strangers, strike up conversation and make friends. I stay relaxed during private and professional interactions rather than let myself get flustered as I don't believe in my own skills or my sets of abilities. And every week, every month, my life's still benefiting greatly as I put these skills to the test and I go to more private interactions or go through more business, professional interactions, learn more, put it to the test, and build my proof that I am what I've learned and I've got these great skills behind me to back me up. Knowing what I know now, coming out of the other side of the program, I can genuinely say that I would have paid for this out of my own pocket. My business paid for it this time round, but knowing what I know and advising my partner to do the same, I said, hey, look, if you can't get your business to pay for it, it's almost worth us paying for it. That's all. Thank you.